今回はノエルのね、私たちのこのチャンネルでアンディにも出演してもらって、外国人のどういう考え方がこうしてこの今このアンディがここにいるのかとかなんか私もノエルの理事としてアンディをパートナーに持ち、多分いろいろと皆さん気になる点があるんじゃないかなっていうところでビデオを撮っていけたらなと、英語でね、ほとんどこの人英語で話していくと思うんですけど、みんなにもいろいろなこの視野を広げてもらうという意味でも、学びだったり気づきになっていったりするんじゃないのかなと思うので、ノエルの方のね、コアジョイの話の卒業してた後のこのお昼の時間でちょっといろいろとアンディのことを話して聞いていきたいなと思います。
何食べる？
日本寿司。
寿司。
アンディは？
かぼちゃね。
かぼちゃ。
かぼちゃ。
違う聞こ
バナナねとサラダのチキン。
はい。私は。So first, we are curious of your childhood. So how was it? I know that you were like struggling with your, Mama was single mom, and you have 5 siblings.
5 siblings. Well, 4 siblings. Total of 5 of us. Yes.
And I know that you were really, really poor, John.
Yes.
In like a New Jersey.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
So how was it back then?
Yes, we were poor, but I didn't know I was poor. Because in my mind, everything is what it is, right?
Right.
So I never compared myself to others. If I did, my best friend was rich compared to me, right? Because he had everything, all the new consoles, all the new shoes. Both parents had cars. Everybody had cars. We didn't have none of that. So I never compared myself, even though I knew he had way more than I did. I never viewed myself as poor until I grew up, started making my own money, and then realized, damn, we was poor as hell. So, I never knew we were poor. I just knew we didn't have as much as everybody else. I didn't see a problem with that. It wasn't hard. If I realized I was poor and I had less than others, then maybe I would feel some type of way. But since I knew we didn't have it, so I just accepted it and kept it going, it is what it is type of thing, right? So it was simple. It was very easy. I just used what I have and I just, just kept it simple. And right now I'm a minimalist. So that wasn't a term back in the day, right? Mm-hmm. So I didn't know what that was until recent, a few years ago. And I always lived my life like that. All my stuff I always have a very limited amount of stuff. I always enjoyed less. So growing up poor, I had less. It didn't feel like I didn't have anything because I had enough. And as long as I have enough, I'm okay. I don't need much. If I was a person who loved materialism or loved buying the new stuff, then it would have probably been hard for me. But since I love less and I had less, it was just comfortable.
貧乏だったけど、貧乏だったっていうことに気づいてなかったと。友達はお金持ちというか、自分より何か持ってたりゲームを買ってたりとかしたから、友達の方が余裕があるんだなって思ってたけど、でもその貧乏だっていうことに対しての悲観的な意識が全くなかったなって。別にこの中で生きてるだけみたいな。で大きくなって自分でお金を稼いだ時に俺って貧乏だったんだって、
そこで初めて知ったんだ。
そこで初めて自覚したってこと。でもミニマリストだから、別に何か物欲があるわけじゃないから、何かが欲しいでもお金がないっていうことが別にそこまでなかったから、常に満足みたいな。
めっちゃメンタル強って思ったんだけどなんかやっぱ比較しちゃったりとかさ、これ欲しいのに手に入らないとか、子供の頃から思っちゃったり気づいちゃったりしそうだけどさ、それがなかったっていうのがさ、すごくない？
So you didn't have a game, right? But your friend had it. So you feel like, oh, why I didn't have it, or like he's having it, or like I'm so jealous.
Well, because I never felt like it was the responsibility of others to give me what I want. So when my friend bought a PS2 is the biggest thing in the world, right? It's I think the most selling gaming console ever, right? And once my friend got it, I wasn't like, I wish my mom would buy it for me, because in my back of my mind, I already knew she didn't have money for it. So I never even asked. That was never even an option. I just went to his house and played it. I never had that concept of someone has to do something for me in order for me to get it.
自分が欲しいものをその人からもらおうという考え方がそもそもないらしいよ。買ってもらいたいとか、でもそもそもママがそのお金にきついってことは分かってたし、だから別にそれをわざわざ聞かないみたいな、買ってっていうそこまでのその熱がなかった。だからそこまで別にいらなかったってことなんだよね。本当に自分が欲しかったらその大きくなった時に別に自分で本当に欲しかったら自分で買うっていう選択肢というか、だから嫉妬もだから生まれない、別に友達ん家でやればいいしみたいな、やっぱちっちゃい時から物欲がそもそもないっぽい。
Yeah, very, very rare I would want something. So anytime we're at home and I'm cleaning, like throwing stuff away, I'm like my happiest because I'm getting rid of stuff. It's like I'm emptying the house and filling my heart. I feel like when you have so much stuff, it's like you having a backpack of all that stuff you own on your back. Imagine that. Imagine everything you own, you're holding, you're carrying. So everything I have, I'm carrying. And it's just so heavy. And the more I throw away, the lighter my backpack gets. And I'm just like, A jail cell is like the perfect room. There's nothing in it. A jail cell? Yeah, a jail cell. There's a bed, a toilet, and maybe a desk if you're lucky. And that's all you need. Like literally, do you really need anything else? Not really, right? And I'm just like, I want my room to look like that desk and a chair. Already.
なんでさ、人って物欲にまみれるんだと思う？
Good question. Why do humans?
でもさ、that makes my heart sparkle. Actually, that's why I buy like Pokemon のぬいぐるみとか、like you know, Papa Girls とか、like it literally gives me a joy, and that makes me like when I create something, that gives me like inspired. So to me, it's really important. But you don't feel that, John?
No, I'm the opposite. She buys it and then let me throw it away. I'm happier. Yeah. So it's like it's a weird balance. It's literally a balance. Yeah. I don't know why people want to buy all this stuff. I don't see the purpose. Like there's just no purpose. Most stuff don't have a purpose. They just sit there. Yeah. Like a painting on the wall is nice, right? But there's no other purpose than looking at it. I really don't get decoration. It's like, bro, I don't know. People give value to things like smartphones, like a watch, like earrings. We all give value to those, and I don't. It wasn't easy, but my mindset made it simple to go through. And we tend to not realize how much value we give to things that we shouldn't. That affects us way more than it should. But you know, once they realize that and they decide to take that value back, they realize, oh, it wasn't that important.
その物質はその価値、人の価値によって違うから、彼のその価値に対して物は必要ないってこと。
私も貧乏だったからさ、なんか物がないことで何か欲しいと思わなかったとか、めっちゃ共感した。確かにそうだったわみたいな。
って思ったらさ、 SNS とかさ、そういうところからの影響でさ、別に欲しくないものを欲してる可能性があるってことだよね。
もうそれはめちゃくちゃあるよね。だから多分そのアンディより私はそういう影響を多分幼少期受けやすかったと思うんだよね。だからエンジェルブルーの服をみんなが持ってるのに自分が持ってないって感じた時に、なんか私ってダメなんだとか、ユニクロの服を着てて、あなたいつもその服だよねって友達に言われた時に、マインドがすごい低くなっちゃったけど、アンディはそういうことなかったんだなっていうのがハートが強いなって思った。
まあ確かに。
だから自分の考えがすごい幼少期からしっかりしてるんだなと思って。
じゃあなんか学びの話を聞いてみる？
自己啓発的な、なんかマインドをどうやって学んだり整えたりさ、そういうちょっとなんか下がりそうな時とかしてたこととかってあるのか
？I remember I was getting bullied in school, right? By this one bully, right?
Oh, so.
But he was so strong, right? And he was a gang member, of course, right? So he would always ask me for money, right? One day I was like, oh, I ain't got no money. And he was like, oh, you got me tomorrow, right? And I was like, and then tomorrow comes and he's like, yo, where's my money? And I'm like, what money? And he was like, oh, you said you was gonna give me $1 today. And I was like, I didn't, like, it's mine. I didn't owe you anything. And then I gave it to him and I'm just like, what's going on? And then the next day he asked for more money and I'm just like, bro, like, you're asking me for money, but I don't owe you anything. And it was just weird. So I stand up for myself because I'm just like, I feel bad. Inside, I feel bad. Because I'm like, I'm giving this dude money. I don't know why I'm giving him money. He's threatening me now. Now his boys might jump me for something I didn't do wrong. It's just like running through my head every single day. I'm like, I don't want to see him in the hallway. I'm nervous around this guy and stuff like that. And it felt very uncomfortable. And then I'm just like, I don't want to feel this way anymore, right? That's what I said to myself. I said, what can I do to stop myself from feeling this way? And then the easiest solution is stop giving him money. So I need to figure out what can I say to him or do to stop feeling this way, because I wasn't happy at the time. You know, I'm getting threatened for my life for something I didn't do wrong or anything. And it was crazy to me. So I had to fix my problem, and he was my problem. So I told him, I'm not giving you nothing anymore. I got nothing for you. And he was like, oh, all right. And then I was like, damn, I'm screwed, right? Everybody's a tough guy in the hood, especially when you're a gang member, right? But thankfully, after standing up to him, he just left me alone. But, you know, I see him in the hallway, he said, what's up? I say, what's up? Move on with our lives. We like separated. And I, got that feeling out of me, that really negative and, sad and depressed feeling. Yeah, that was one of the most uncomfortable situations in my life, 100%.
So what did you learn from it?
I learned that if you have a problem and you know what the problem is, go after that problem. If it's a person, go after that person. If it's a situation, figure out that situation. If it's a place, figure out how to remove yourself from that place.
But like most of the people, I don't think they can do. Me too.
They can do. They don't want to. Exactly, because perfect example, me and her. Anytime I ask her to do something, every time I ask her to do something, I can't. I'm like, you can, you don't want to. There's a difference. I feel like we have so much power and there's so much in our control that we fail to realize. Yes, there's plenty of things you can't control. And guess what? Those things don't matter because you can't control it. But if you take it upon yourself to control it or feel like you have some type of power over that situation, then you can overcome it. There's very limited things that you have zero control over. If lightning strike this house and we all pass away, we have no control over that. That's not our choice. And that's okay. You know why? Because I had no control over it, so I don't care. If it happens, oh well. We have the power to leave, So I think people need to realize they have so much power in every situation they're in.
でもアンディは基本的にだから今もパワーの話をしてるけど、その一人一人人間たちがそのパワーを持ってるっていうことをなんかちゃんと分かってるというか、この人も自分にはパワーを持ってる。だからそのアミがいつもできないとか言うとやりたくないでしょ、できるでしょって、そのできるっていうその人間に対しての信頼感というか、あなたがこれが欠けてるからそれができないとかじゃなくてやりたくないからでしょっていう、でも本当だったらできるよねっていうそこの絶対的信頼感を自分にも持ってるし人にも持ってるなって感じてて、だからその今の話もその見下す見上げるみたいな話のところで、アンディは相手が誰だろうが自分の意見を言える人なの。なんか日本人だったら義理のお父さんだからとか、なんかそうやってちょっと目上げちゃったり、気笑われちゃったりしちゃったらどうしようみたいな、そういう思い込みみたいなのがあったりするんだけど、アンディは全くもってそういうのイエスノーもはっきりしてるし、もしそうやって相手が自分に対してなんか見下したりとか卑下してきたらやめてくれるって、ちゃんと普通にちゃんとなんか話そうよみたいなことを本当に思ったことをそのまま言えるから、やっぱそういう意味でもやっぱその自分を持ってるその自己信頼感とか、やっぱそういうところがあるからこそのこういう人なんだろうなっていうのはなんか改めてというか、でもいつもそうだなって思うし、でもその人が隣にいるからこそアミがそれができるわけでは、例えばじゃあパパに言いたいこと言えなかったりする時も全然あるし、やっぱその自分がこう後ろに下がっちゃう時だってあるし、普通に言ってくれないできないもじょもじょってしてるから、でもやっぱこの姿を見ていることはすごくこうアミ自身のそのミッションとかそのやってるノエルのこととかにもすごく大事なんだなって思う。
いやなんか く私嬉しかったよ。
嬉しかった？
アンディのことが知れていつもアミちゃんから聞いてはいたけど、何か行動とか言動のなんか背景みたいなものが知れた感じがしたり、あとなんか結構ストーリーの中にさ、宇宙の法則的ななんか話とか、なんかすごい入ってるなって感じたし、あとなんかアミちゃんと似てるなとか、なんかノエルと同じようなことを喋ってるなみたいな。
確かにコアはね。
そう、でも表現はなんかアメリカンだから、そっちのちょっとアメリカンジョーク的ななんかさ、話し方も含めてなんか嬉しい。
めっちゃ真剣に聞いてると思う。
めっちゃ真剣に聞いてたよ。
So the last question is, you know you are wealthy right now with everything, physical, family, money, and all that. So why did you achieve that? Why do you think you could achieve it?
Because I put the responsibility in my own hands. It was my decision in everything. I believe in a concept called extreme ownership. So that means I put every fault in myself. So anything that happens in my life, in my frame, is my fault. And I figure out a way to fix it myself, personally. Even though it might not be, but I still put it in my spectrum. Saying, hey, I could have did something about this. I could have did something about this. When I do that, it allows me to take more responsibility, like focus on that thing a little bit more. And when it comes to money, when it comes to family, when it comes to every decision, I try to take responsibility for it. When you take responsibility for everything that happens in your life, usually life is pretty good for you. Usually, because you tend to stop pushing problems on others and believing that you have no ability to change that. And then you start thinking, what can I do to change? Never feel like, oh, it's not my fault. Oh, there's nothing I can do. You always try something. Always try to do something about it prior to asking for help or giving up. Sometimes it does hurt me because I try too much and I don't ask for help fast enough. But I think the situation I'm in now is because I always put effort into trying myself first. And that's why I'm here right now. That's why I have what I have right now. Freedom. Yeah.
Time. Money.
Exactly.
And everything.
That's what I'm saying. It's pretty simple. Yeah. A great example. You know, I grew up poor, and it's like, what did you do? What did you do to change your situation? I went to the military. The first thing I said to myself, okay, I'm poor as hell. I don't want to be in this situation. I want to leave the situation and find something better. And as soon as a recruiter was like, hey, you can leave where you are and go somewhere else, sign me up. I don't care if I go to war. I don't care what happens. I just need to change my situation. And immediately I signed up. I didn't care what he had to say. The first thing he said, you could leave here. Okay, I'm good. You don't have to say anything else. I'm out. Because I know once I leave this situation, I can find something better. I can figure out something else.
If you were stuck there, then you just gonna have a same life. So you decided, and then you just get out of your comfort zone, and then you just went there, and then boom. I feel like a lot of people are still in a comfort zone that, like, because if you really don't want to be in the situation, then they're naturally trying to get out of it. But I feel like most of the people are so complaining. It's because they're in just comfort zone, and you still want to be there, but you feel like you want to get out of it, of the situation. But you know, it's you just still want to be like stay there, tonight.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like everybody just complaining but not make action.
Yeah. Because a lot of times they have things where they're like, oh, you know, my friends are here. Because I was with a guy, he was supposed to come to boot camp with me. And he was like, oh, my friends are here. I want to spend time with them and stuff like that. I'm like, my friends are here too. Yeah. And till this day, we still talk all the time. However, I know I'd rather be away from them and be happy. So I chose to be away from them.
But I feel like you and me are just like a little similar, because whenever I don't want to feel that, or like I don't want to, you know, have a relationship with somebody that I used to be really good, like alone with, if I feel like, oh, this person is not like not like growing up with me at the same level, and then I'm just gonna like cut them off, and I'm just gonna move on, and then just moving on. That's why I'm here right now. And then deciding what I want in my life. My passion was just live my highest value and make money, and I achieved it. So I feel like we are like similar って感じがする。って感じ？
なんかいいまとめに入った感じだったね。
ね、どうでしたかね。
すごい良かった。
アンディなりのそのオロジー、アンディオロジー。アンディオロジーが、まあこのビデオの企画の中では、みんなにお伝えできたらいいなって思うので。ということで、ゆなたありがとう。アンディもありがとうございます。じゃあねー。